Good evening. It's like a nighttime routine with Ginger. This is my night ritual. Like, I have such a good mood, and I have a lot to say. We have Saturn in Pisces, so I should not be talking now. I should not be talking now because I'm very much on fire. Other people are watching Netflix at 10 p.m. German time. I give other people an opportunity to watch something better. So here we are. Ginger on air, not really, that's my show on Sunday, but it's always a show, right? I'm in such a good mood. Things are happening in my life, like crazy things. The most amazing people are in my life. All of you who are new to my world, who are walking it with me, who are creating most amazing things, who meet me in person soon. I love you so much. After yesterday's class and all this talking, I barely have any voice. My undefined throat is so done, but I'm so on fire. I cannot stop talking. Hi, all of you amazing projectors and sacrals. Hi, Ines. I loved our call so much. Yesterday's class was mind-blowing. It was mind-blowing. I loved it. Like, I'm always impressed what I come up with next. So today's let me just say hello to everyone. Claudia here, we just chatted. Munich events are taking form and spots are filling. So I'm hosting a success circle in Munich. If you feel the zing to meet me in person, we have tonics, we talk about business, expansion, design, lifestyle, my eyes on your chart and your business in a very stylish, vibey lounge. So that is happening. I'm very excited for that. And everybody who's already coming. And of course, the VIP brunch or dinner or whatever we create for you. And the VIP spa. Right, Ines? Going into the spa. Claudia's here. Hello. Melissa, hi. Who else? Who else is here? Say hello if you're hopping on. And what I have to say today, and Ines already knows what I'm going to talk about, but it's kind of this is a vibe that I pick up and a trend that I see as a projector in this industry. And if you're not following me on my Insta stories, make sure that you follow me on my Insta stories, because whenever I feel a momentum picking up and a lot of activation in the field, in the cosmos, in the industry, I share a lot of deeper insights out of my daily life on my stories. So that it's always very activating there. And today on my stories, I already shared my own experience around this, and I had client calls today with amazing woman who also had this experience. And after my VIP day in London, I definitely cannot avoid this feeling of too big or too small. And I want to ask you all here. So what I have to talk about is definitely for the woman who has a very successful, very well-established, very self-assured way of living her genius outside of the online space. And I want to say, whether you have a business, whether you're in corporate, whether you had a business and you're rebuilding something, whether you had a corporate or another career, or maybe you were a doctor, or you were whatever your career was outside of this little online space, this is the woman I want to talk to, because you have rocked it. You have an amazing expertise. You know who you are. You stand your woman. It's like this very easy, effortlessly that this comes to you, you know. It doesn't mean that you still want to do it, or you're still lit up by it, or you maybe close that business or want to step out of corporate, whatever it is. But there's a certain achievement, a success, a expertise that you fully own. Is this someone on here that can resonate with that description? Is this you? Then drop me in the comments, and also share your human design. I'm curious to hear your design. This is what I talk about, is not for the woman who feels that this online space is too big and that you might disappear and you don't feel seen and you are afraid to show up and you see all these big coaches crushing it and you feel intimidated and get imposter syndrome or whatever. That's not the conversation that might be resonating with you. However, there's so much in this conversation that will shift your perspective and possibly empower you to look at this online space differently. And more of my potency clients are hopping on here. Hi, Amber. Say hello if you're watching me. Be social on social media if you're coming on here live, and say at least hello. Very excited to see you. Hi. So the conversation that I had, and this is the big feeling, is that when we go and we are in around people who are not so much from this online space, and you have topics you talk about, you create amazing things in the world, and then you come into this online space. And for me, it was today an example. I was talking about, founding another business, going back into consultancy, connecting back with my old colleagues. We talk about leadership coaching. We talk about going into companies, like really this 3D, tangible, like sitting at a table, eye to eye with CEOs. This is my background. And as I was in London, I was sitting there and we were talking really business strategy. We were talking not about how do I get clients online. It is about, let's build an academy. Let's build a coaching institute. Let's build a leadership institute that has not even my name tag on it, but is maybe something that I'm going to sell later. So when you build something to grow because you want to make more money is something else than you build something to sell. Does this kind of expand your perspective a little bit about how do I get clients online? What should I post? What is the algorithm? How can I go viral? This feels like so nitty gritty. It's like this little thing, And when you sit there and we talk about, it's just not so much about the money. They are multi-million and billion companies. It's more the mindset. It is the attitude. It's really how do you look at the world. These entrepreneurs they seek solutions if there are problems, and they see possibilities that they don't even see because they create it. They create the solutions. And a lot of people are sitting in there and seeing problems and see blocks and seeing, I don't have the money or I don't have the clients. Entrepreneurs come up with the money, come up with a solution, and invest in their growth and don't wait. There's always one step. I do believe that there's always one step that you can make forward, even if it's just the tiniest step to create and to build the momentum, because this is how we charge the fractal. If we sit there and wait, nothing happens. If you take one mini step forward, no matter how small this is, you charge the fractal and things will rearrange. If you're a projector, success comes to you when you're correct and resources come. If you're a sacral, you will magnetize. If you tell yourself, I have to be responsible, I have to take care of my money, I have to create the foundation, that is there's nothing wrong with this. I had the conversation today as well, especially when you're first line or you're feeling motivation or whatever. There's nothing wrong with certain desires that make you feel stable and your nervous system calm. But also it should be from an empowered state so that the energy behind it is still magnetizing the correct things to you that you respond to. And that's always helpful to say, okay, I do a little step forward. I build my bigger vision. This is entrepreneurship. There is a vision. There's always something that we can build and move forward with. And this is a mindset that is big, that is focused on the bigger picture. and not on, okay, what is right in front of me? And I kind of am in this little thing. And what I had at the conversations with these women who have built successful careers or build a business and now rebuilding a business, but then coming into this online space, that usually this online space is way too small. That, hi Amber, oh my God, good to see you, another amazing projector here. Thank you for saying hello. It's been a while. Someone enters done into myself, my own check-in every day. Yes. So what I noticed is that when we have these amazing experiences, especially when it's in person things, when we are in aura with people, we do not overthink so much. We are more ourselves. I experience that way. And then we open the phone, we get out of these conversations, they are expansive. We create plans, we have ideas, maybe it's the same for you, you have ideas, and then you open this phone, and then suddenly, for me, like, there's a difference. There are people who open the phone and go like, oh my God, it's so overwhelming, I'm not seen, this little coach tries to get a client, or it's these women that I talk to and that I work with and I surround myself with, and men as well. Like offline, I work with way more men than women. And then this little phone and this little online presence is way too small. Does this resonate with anyone? That we open this phone and it goes like, and especially now as Saturn goes into Pisces, what happens? We need different foundations. What's going to happen is that we will be seeing even more things, let's say rearranging, crumbling, being revealed, that are a lot of dreamy energy of not earth, not embodied words that, especially in the spiritual community, especially in this online space that is all about energetics, becoming a match. Everybody who yesterday was in the class, in the motivation class, in the about human design motivation and how to create momentum in your business using your design, I was talking about what the fuck does it actually mean to become the energetic match to your next thing that you want to call in. Like really physically on a quantum physics level, I can translate it what it means using your design. But this entire, I'm gonna hire the coach to be just in your energy, and then I calibrate, and then I call in all the quadrillion $1 million. For me, this is way too small. This is kind of a conversation which is not grounded. You cannot go into a CEO board and tell them that they become their match to their next level quantum leap of their business. It doesn't work, right? Anyone who has these kind of experiences in real life goes like, what the fuck is this spiritual mumbo jumbo? Anyone here with me? Or am I just the only projector who just sees from the roof the truth of what's kind of, and we will go now into a phase which goes to 2026. Saturn is in Pisces up till 2026. A lot of people will kind of hit ground hard. I'm going like, okay, what is actually your morning routine? How does your morning routine help you when your kid is crying and you feel overwhelmed and you do not have slept and you haven't slept at all and you have to show up to the meeting and you're like, fuck, I feel like shit. And then you go to your coach and you cry and say, I'm not an energetic match today. What shall I do? I'm like, get your shit together. Put some lipstick on. Do the practical spiritual work of take a deep breath. Be a woman. Be a man. And yeah, you got to find solutions. You got to figure it out. This is kind of a little bit entrepreneurship, huh? But all this meditating and all that, it's hello life. Yeah, life happens, even no matter how much you meditate. So that's kind of the vibe. It's a mixture of it. I said I'm gonna get a little bit sassy about the trends that is happening in the industry, and I talk more about this on my stories. So that's a fun place to be, because I don't have time or capacity to be live all the time, even though it sounds like going live every day. But this is my, even, you know what, practical. The industry needs practical approach so that the industry, the online space gets a little bit bigger. How do we get, like, I feel too big for this online space. So what should I do? I definitely don't shrink myself. So I bring something to the online space that broadens your horizon, that shifts your perspective, and say as a projector, hey, come on, we've got to elevate here a little bit. We have outgrown certain things. So when it's all about, you know, no screen time, an hour or 2 hours before bed, and then I do my 3-hour evening routine, and I do this and that. And you know how many people are feeling guilty if they don't do an evening routine. So you know what? Here, screen time. And I give you screen time at night. Ooh, I'm guilty. Bad girl. Bad girl. I don't know what happened today. It's just my good mood. But I hope you enjoy it and you have fun. And maybe you want to give me a heart or an emoji or some recognition. Give me some recognition, not just look at me. Do you have popcorn? Is it enjoyable? Is it entertaining? Tell me where you're watching. Are you in bed? Are you already in bed? Tell me a little bit. Let's chat. Before I tell you the solution, for the problem to make your online space bigger, I give you the solution. But I also would love to have a little bit of more engagement. Because you know what? I talk all the day on my Insta stories, and I would appreciate it so much if someone just pushes a button. You know what? I had a little sticker in bed with the dog. I had a little sticker on my stories, and I'm like, do you want to hear a little bit more about the trends of the industry? Just press that sticker. You know how many people really appreciate it and took time to press that sticker? Recognition. Everybody's in bed, on the couch. Yeah. And I am live. So, see, everybody is doing their thing. Everybody is doing their thing. And this is my thing. So, am I a bad projector? Maybe. Maybe I'm a bad projector. Because I'm not resting all the time. But I wanted to bring this story across and then close it because I have a beautiful thing to prepare for my amazing client Ines. Sending you an email, a love letter tonight. What do you do actually? What is it actually that, do you tend to open the phone and you feel too big? Or do you tend to open the phone and you feel too small and overwhelmed? And it is okay. You know, there was a time where I was in my not self and I was comparing myself to others and I was not fully integrated in my design, because the more you're integrated in your design, you do not compare yourself anymore because you just know who you are. And that's exactly what design is about. And so the tendency is that we try, sometimes while shifting a little bit, feeling better. You're in my projector world, Amber. You're definitely shifting and you're doing amazing work. You're doing amazing work. I have a feeling that the desire for more authenticity, the desire for more truth and just realness will come even more to the surface with Saturn and Pisces, because everything that was all in the energetics, all airy, flary up here, all the spiritual work, this comes now down and asks us to go down and get grounded. So when I open the phone, maybe you resonate with it, we sense right away, and especially projectors, what is fake and what is real. And fake, I mean, not that people try to fake it, but it's too much effort. It's too much trying. It's too little of, you know what, I just do my thing. I just document what I'm doing, and I'm not to, don't need to convince. I'm a projector. I attract. I choose my clients. I don't chase. When I'm correct, my resources come, and this takes time to get there, to really lean back and slow down. And I noticed that a lot of projectors have this bigness outside the online space way, way more, because they're not overthinking. But when they open the phone, and a lot of sacrals as well, because you have this powerful magnetic sacral energy, this is so sexy. And you just walk down the street and people are turning their heads and they just love to be in your energy. And suddenly you go online and you feel like, I have to squeeze myself to kind of fit in this little square on the screen. And then I try to present myself as a successful person. And whenever we try to exaggerate or emphasize a certain part about ourselves, it feels always off. Am I right? Say yes in the comments if I'm right. And so this is what we see. There's so many things that people feel there. Tomorrow I will post a reel where I really describe this, that I don't want to be sold to anymore. I don't want to see all these people jumping around and over exaggerating how amazing they are, when I just feel as a projector, I see right through the bullshit. And I feel it even more, that it goes like, just can I just see who you are? That's enough. Don't do all this fancy things that look, everything looks the same, like this top coach that is on the pyramid, and everybody who is working with them looks the same. And those coaches don't call them out or don't talk to them and don't empower them to create their individual style, because that is all old paradigm. And that's the problem. So what I was talking to today to my client Ines is that instead of trying to fit into this online space, and we want to make the online space see us. So instead of coming in here and trying to present something, and you try to bring that offline amazing things. So everybody here does amazing things in corporate, with clients, coaching, what you do behind the scenes with your clients. Whoever I would meet online, offline, in person, you would sit here in front of me, you would talk to me in a totally different way. And if you want to do it, come to Munich. Yeah. But this relaxed, we just talk, there is no proving, it's way more relaxed. So instead of trying to bring that bigness into this small little online space, let's shift it. And let's just let the online space see and witness your bigness that you do outside of the online space, when you're working with clients, when you are in your corporate world. And that is a totally different shift. How does this feel? Meaning that the phone, your Instagram, whatever the account is not a platform where you have to present yourself. It's just like a window where the online space can witness you in your genius. And this is what I call a life, and what I have is a lifestyle business. So you can witness me, and I live my life, I live my design, I do my purpose, and I'm really, really good at what I'm designed to, which is marketing and selling. And this is living my life as a projector successfully, and deconditioning, and also having struggles and do the inner work and all that. And this is what I was talking about in London with these people. And then I also have my travels and my big vision with the other companies. And I want for myself decided I will flip it myself too. I will use that. But this also requires a strategy, because what happens is my fear motivation being activated. So if your fear motivation is activated, that means this is just the unknown that activates you. And the class yesterday about your motivation, what motivates you, was the game changer for so many, because if you know what really truly motivates you and not the opposite, the wrong motivation that you think what should motivate you, which is the conditioning of the coaching industry, you will operate and take action way differently. And the energetic field is clear. It's not needy, unless you have need motivation. It is not faked. It is not self. However, you definitely need a strategy and a certain concept and a certain clarity what is actually correct for your design to bring that in the online space. Because usually what comes up is that, oh, I have my phone now and I got out of my meeting and oh, there was this incredible conversation. How can I show up very professionally and put it into words? And then you see just empty phrases. And this is where a lot of people will get really tripped up and will stumble and crumble when Saturn goes full on even more into Pisces, and after this timeline shift on the 23rd of March, which is this year. This month is a very important time pivot. And this class from yesterday is, by the way, a must. Yes, it is. The link is still in my bio. It's called Momentum. If you want to create momentum in your business, know the specifics about your design that creates or blocks the momentum. The class is in my bio. The key thing this year is that you cannot fake it anymore. The energy must be clear. It must be embodied. As I said, we have to go from this here and this words about whatever it is, feminine energy and leadership and mindset and energetics and all this. It has to be grounded. So not even using these words and just letting the internet witness you doing a thing. And my gift is to bridge that, the design, the marketing, what they do. And so this is what we do with my clients. We create a concept. We have a plan. We know what we do. We kind of just hold the camera up. But I wanted to share this with you because then when you do it, when you look at this way, you don't have to try to squeeze yourself in an online presence and present yourself as someone or think that you have to get clients through there. It's like you do your thing and you let the online space witness you. And that is a totally different shift because so many this is the trend this year, will want to see more real life. Also the fuck ups, especially your third lines, life experience. Instead of talking so much, take action and hold your words and be in integrity with that. And even if there are mistakes, that's real life. And people need to hear this, and people need to hear how you're leading yourself through it and how you're still, are successful and learn from these things. I will definitely talk to you tomorrow, Ines. Very good night. I'm also done for today. I feel now ready to go to, not to bed, but wind down. This was the key that I wanted to give you with today. This is an amazing time. This month and the next month, people who are really living their design will be thriving. But it's important to really stay grounded and have someone on your side that you can build your big dreams. So take one step forward and don't overthink it. Drop into your body and really be more yourself. Have a great rest of your night. See you soon. Bye.